Okay, so here's why I am learning HTML, CSS, web design, web development. I want to know how to code websites because I want to put my websites up cheaply to promote my products, to promote my audiobooks, and saving $200, $300 on a website and everything. That's going to save me so much time. And I can still get email contacts with that. So it really just makes so much sense too. And I don't necessarily want Wix all the time. And maybe Wix works for you, and that's okay. And yes, they have an HTML editor, of course, but I want to learn it so that I have a skill so that if I ever do want to get more freelancing work, I have these skills in my toolbox and I'm ready to go too. And I'm almost done with this certification too. I'm almost done with the certification on freecodecamp.com too. So that's another thing for web design. And then I will begin with the JavaScript stuff and just see how it goes from there. And as well, I'll learn React, I'll learn the basics, I'll learn everything, but there is that too. And everything. You should always be updating your skills as well. I mean, we don't know what the world is going to bring us. There's a million and one things that can go wrong. Could be an economic collapse. There is war going on, obviously. And there could be like just many, many different things that can go wrong and can just be done. And things are just going in an instant too. And I mean, and certain industries are just not up to par. Your head can be on the chopping block and you can receive that pink slip. One day everything's cruising along, but it can all go down in a split second, or your boss just doesn't like you too. I highly doubt that too. But there's that as well. And but for me, it was a little difficult to get past some of the lessons. But ultimately, we have these resources at our disposal. We need to know how to do this, and there are still web developers and designers that are still needed in this world. So I've talked about quitting. I've talked about having that side hustle too, but still, careers are still good. If you want to have a career, that's fine. But I always encourage you to have multiple sources of income, no matter what you want to do, because your salary today is not the same. It's not like a one-person income back in the 70s where you could just buy a 2-story house for $25,000 or whatever in the middle of Kansas and just retire comfortably. We're not in those days anymore. And we've had, $10 trillion into the economy over the course of 4 years. People are going to feel the pain. People are going to see the prices skyrocket. And also, they didn't have student loans in the 70s, or the Department of Education wasn't even created until the late 70s, and still people could go to college comfortably, So, and absolutely, we can get, there are other alternatives in college, but I'm saying that, in this day and age, we need multiple sources of income. You need to be, selling and marketing are going to be the two biggest skills you ever learn in this world, because you are going to sell your services or products naturally. You're going to sell yourself and it's sales and marketing, and understanding the transaction, how to put your product out there, how ad campaigns to selling your product or service naturally, and you need this too. You need multiple sources of income. I've got one client, I've got my audio editing on the side that I'm doing, that I'm making about $100 or so extra each month. It does help, man. It does. And if you just keep rolling with it, you stick this out, you find something, those gigs on Upwork, you can start getting more income into your bank account. And I want to encourage people to do this too. I mean, like, we need to like start rethinking how we do things and how we educate ourselves, and where we spend our money. We get our budgets right, we get our money right, we get our minds right, and there's nothing that we can't do. So thank you for watching, and I hope I inspired you to go take action. Peace out.